What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 84 of our Atalanta career mode, and today we are going to get into 3 incredibly tough games. But before we do, we're going to take a look around at what's going on. So as you can see, 3 things here that are pretty huge. Now, a £72 million offer has come in for Mandragora, and we're going to look at that in just a moment. But an agreement's been made for Ben Sabani, who's our 5th choice at center back and our 3rd choice at left back, and it's a £35 million bid, and we're just going to go ahead and accept that. And then we accepted a £43.5 million bid for Brahim Diaz, who was our 3rd option at right wing and left wing. I mean, that's a pretty good option there. We're going to get $75 million, almost $80 million for 2 players who barely play. So we're going to go ahead and accept that from Leipzig. Now, this offer here for Mandragora, we're going to delegate this, and I don't really want to sell him, but if we get like $100 million for him, he is our 3rd option there. We may just move him on and bring in another center midfielder. So we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll see what actually happens. But you know, it's a lot of money. A lot of money for the 3rd option in midfield. So we'll see how it goes. Now, one thing I dislike about this game is I wish there was, what do I want to say? I wish there were more injuries in a way. I mean, we can turn the injury rating up, but I haven't found a good rating for injuries just yet. Though I wish there was, but, you know, we'll kind of handle it as we go on. But if there were a couple more injuries here and there, you know, a couple of those 2-week kind of injuries, then maybe, you know, maybe players don't get so unhappy because nobody's ever hurt and rotation doesn't happen as much, but, you know, we're going to deal with it. So let's jump into this. We got our game against Milan here. Our 3 games today: Milan, and then Lazio in the Coppa Nazionale, and then Napoli. It does not get easier from here. And we haven't been great in the league, so we're going to have to really wake up here and win this game. Nice tackle by Simicon there to get it away from Kessie. And Osimhen can play it over to Galeno. And Galeno takes it down, steps inside his man. Nicely done. And Galeno, good finish. Excellently done. And it's the first real attack of the game. And, well, first real shot of the game. There have been plenty of attacks, but it's just kind of broken down right before the final ball. And then eventually we get one off there. That is not great goalkeeping, is it? He ought to... Wow, he's really tight on the post as well, Donnarumma. He ought to be saving that. It's not good enough, is it? From the Milan goalkeeper. And it's 1-0 here after a half hour. Nice tackle there, high up the pitch. And it's lovely stuff. What a take there from Osimhen. And we slip it back to Osimhen. We can. Oh, it's a good save. And oof, it almost fell right back to him, too. Just went right by his foot. Ought to be putting in a better finish from there. It's lovely football. Just couldn't quite do enough. As Simicon is just racing into the box. Where is he going? Oh, and then we finally give it away. Where in the world did he go? Nice take. Really good take. It's played forward here. Nice turn back inside. And Tielemans has kept his run up. And Tielemans 2-0. A lovely finish from the midfielder. It's a good ball in. And right before halftime, we've taken a 2-0 lead. That is a huge goal. Gives us a little bit of space. And Tielemans gets in. Lovely little finish. Just hammers it past Donnarumma. Tall guy, Donnarumma. You just got to keep him low when beating goalkeepers this big. And can't quite stretch out to it. It's a lovely finish. And it's 2-0 on 45 minutes. Oh, what have I done? What a save from Onana. Get that out. What in the world was I thinking? Almost giving away a goal. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, look at that. He snuck right through that and hit the outside of the post. That's a lovely little move there. And we escape a little bit. Twice escaping now off the post. And then, you know, a huge save after a giveaway. Nicely done. There's a bit of space for him here. He has a shot, and it's in at the near post. Onana should be doing better, just like Donnarumma should have been doing better earlier. I thought I got across for Simicon there right at the end. It didn't quite happen. And Milan have pulled one back, and it's been pressure from then since the break. Oof, just needed to get just a couple of feet there. Laxalt, he's hammered it. I'm actually not as close as I thought I was, but it... Near post. Goalkeeper's got to be doing better there. And right on the hour mark, Milan pull it back. There's Pereira. Pereira racing forward with it. He is quick, the right back. He can get away, and he steps inside, gets it to Osimhen. And Osimhen, oh, almost stepped away, but he's on it here, and he gets away from Donnarumma, and oh, it's cleared off the line. Oh, he took the ball away from the goalkeeper, stranded him, and then put it right at the defender standing in the middle of the goal. Oh, goodness. What a humongous opportunity. Can he get it out wide to Depay? He can. And Depay does so well to step inside. And here's Depay now. Tries to sneak away and does. And ooh, almost got that to Osimhen's head. It's back in. Coutinho. Lovely step from the Brazilian. And he steps into space. Oh, he takes it away. And oh, it's a huge save again. I stepped inside and pressed the shoot button, hoping he would step inside onto that right foot. He didn't quite step in time. Another big opportunity here. We've had a couple opportunities now to really seal this game up as Depay's in here. And Depay, oh, it's another good save and another massive opportunity. And then Coutinho with not the greatest touch. And it's a bit unfortunate that we haven't grabbed a third here yet. But we keep pushing them up the pitch here. And Depay finds a great ball out to Coutinho. And it's another good save. Oh, this has been attack after attack after attack on our end, but we still only lead by 1 and another goal. Oh, we really killed this game off with under 10 minutes to go. Nice play out wide here. It's Traore on it here. Just racing away. Clips a good ball in. Dealt with by Onana. And there's 2 minutes to go here if we can just get that ball out of here. Nicely done. And can we clip it forward? Not quite, but Osimhen kept his run up out this outside. And it looks like we are going to go ahead and get away in the end. Can we grab a third, though? We can, and seal it. We are going to get away from Milan in the end. Probably deservedly, really. But it's Dani Olmo who finishes this game off on the last break. Depay, lovely ball in there. Good take. And it's a lovely little finish from the Spaniard. 3-1 the score, 3-1 set to be the final. A very big win against a very good Milan side. There's some good players here. Some players I'd really like to have on my team. Kessie's an absolute monster in midfield. He moves around pretty well for someone of his size also, but that's a player I'd really, really like to have. But not at the moment. Maybe if Mandragora leaves, maybe we look at someone like Kessie. I do like Kessie, but forward we go. Renier, he needs to play more often. I'm getting sick of players saying this. You still have your place. He's relatively happy. Nice work. We're not on track. Ben Sabani sold. Agreement made for Mandragora at £111 million. It has to be accepted. He's asked for a transfer out. I mean, that's a ton of money. Again, for a third, or for our third option, that is a humongous amount of money for our third option. That's a crazy amount of money. We're going to need to bring in another player to fill that midfielder spot. But with that money coming in and our pull at this point, probably, we can probably sign anyone we like to come in and play that spot. But that is an absolutely humongous amount of money. But first, we're going to jump into the quarterfinal of Atalanta and Lazio. I know you will be eventually... What is up? Looking for a replacement fullback. What? That was weird. We are not looking for a replacement fullback. We're looking for... Did someone get hurt? Very strange. Play match. I'm not sure what's going on. Why the captain's changing. All this weird stuff going on. But we've got a game right here against Lazio. Obviously a very good team. Mandragora is leaving. He will come off the bench. Who do we bring on to it? Reina? We got some good players here. Let's bring Reina onto the bench. We'll start Januzaj on the right. I think I'm going to take Galeno off, though, and bring Tete, or Maybe Barrow. Barrow can come onto the bench. The two center backs can change out. Koundé, Popov, and Tavares can play as well. And then the bench. The bench looks all right. I think we'll bring Tete onto the bench for Depay. And then Muriel, he loves himself a goal in a competition like this. Who do we bring him ahead of? Who do we bring him ahead of? Probably Simicon. Probably won't need the center back for this. So let's jump into this. A big old game. Quarterfinal. Lazio Atalanta. Let's go. Oh, just got to that. I'm not sure how. Didn't look like he even had the chance to get to that. As he turns inside, there's a run right through the middle as Dani Olmo. In 2 games in a row now. Dani Olmo has scored. 7 minutes gone. It's 1-0. And a very good start here against a very good Lazio team. They sit in 3rd. They're 6 points behind us and Juventus, I believe. Assuming that those two won last time out. But it's a really good step in the middle, and that just opened up for him. And he gladly accepted the space, took it and fired it near post. It's a lovely finish, and it's 1-0. Nice tackle. It's a good ball forward also, and Osimhen steps off his defender. 2-0. Excellent, excellent run from Osimhen. He just stepped off him. Right in front, stepped onto the side right as the ball was played. Perfect timing all around. And just like that, we're 2-0 up here inside 20 minutes. And what a start we've made here. It's a good ball in here, and look, perfect timing. He just stepped off that defender. I'm not sure who that is there, but just could not keep up. By the time he found out Osimhen had turned him, he was gone, and the ball was in the back of the net. It's a lovely, lovely little move, and it's 2-0 early here, and what a start. Nice step inside there. It's Dani Olmo, and he's run away again, Osimhen. And this defense for Napoli, or not Napoli, Lazio, Jesus, is falling apart. It's 3-0, and I'm not sure what the center backs are doing. They're all over the place. Where's he going? He's let Osimhen right through that gap. He stepped over to a man who's already covered by a center back there. And Osimhen makes no mistake. That's a heck of a finish from a man who is beyond confident. And what a game we've got here. It's 3-0 after 23 minutes. And Lazio, this is the worst they've ever played against us. Heavy touch. Gets a little bit lucky, but Sanchez just sort of steps into space, and it's Dani Olmo here. And now Sanchez is in that space. Out wide here, Januzaj gets it back to the top of the box. Sanchez, huge block. And it's going to come to the top of the box again for Tielemans. Sanchez, it's a good ball in there. Finds its way to Osimhen, who actually snuck through, and then I did too many steps. Just panicked a little bit. As Osimhen turns his man and goes for goal again, and he's hit the post. And Lazio cannot live with us. Sanchez does so well to step inside there. He keeps the run going. And can he get that through? He can. And Dani Olmo's on it here. And Dani Olmo slips it outside. Osimhen, 4-0. Game over. We are moving into the semi-final of the Coppa Nazionale. I think that's Osimhen's hat trick. I want to say it is. But that's lovely. A great run. And he just slipped it outside. A little bit wider than I would have liked. But Osimhen, of course, makes no mistake finishing that off. 54 minutes gone. It's 4-0 here. Can't quite do anything with it there. It's a bit of space. A lovely ball in. 4-1. A quick hit back from Lazio, who have barely threatened all game. But they finally get one. It's 4-1. We're still well ahead here. Santimina with the goal. Not what we want to see. Does well. It's a good ball there. I stretched into that space, and that... It's a really good find and a really good finish. Lazio pull one back. There's still a half hour to go, but we'd have to concede 3 unanswered again, or from here, it'd be 4 unanswered total, to send this to extra time. And hopefully we are not in for that sort of collapse. Nicely done. One more. Nice. Can we slip that forward? It's into space, and Barrow does so well to take it. He slips by, and it's in the back of the net. I'm not sure how he slipped by. I believe that's just a poor touch from the Lazio defender, but it's a 5th. And it's a lovely little goal. It gets clipped into that space. He takes it down. Oh, he didn't actually get a touch. He kind of went for Barrow to hold him back. And Barrow kept on going. And then finished it off very, very well. Just past Strakosha. With 10 minutes to go, we're 5-1 up here. And that should really kill it off. Januzaj. One more. Lovely stuff. Here's Sanchez. Clipped into the middle. Malinovsky finds a really good ball to Januzaj, who finishes it off 6-1. And we are ripping apart a very good foe here. A lovely little finish from Januzaj. They've just been so bad defensively today, Lazio. They're normally not like this. They normally give us a really good run. This lovely football there. Great ball. Good touch. And then just slips it past Strakosha. It's 6-1 here. A couple minutes to go. As they look for a late consolation. It's going to get punched away. And we are going to be into the next round, the semi-final of the Coppa Nazionale. We've played two pretty tough games, but we've come through them pretty well. As we play it back and end this one 6-1 the final. A demolition job at one of our better foes. As Osimhen goes and collects the match ball. 3 goals today. A bit of a hat trick. But we were very, very good going forward today. They were really poor at the back, actually, this time around. As Juventus and Napoli head into extra time. That would be lovely if Juventus were knocked out. And they weren't, though. Juventus go through. It would be us, Milan, Roma, and Juventus into the semifinals. So, obviously, we're going to have to win. If we want to win this tournament, we're going to have to go through 4 really good teams. Very tough. But as you can see, Lazio are actually 8 points behind us. I thought it was 6, but they did not win their last game. Manchester has been sold for £111 million. An offer has come in for Greco, who will not be going anywhere. Let's reject that. 79 overall, 18 years of age. A really good player. And hopefully we can keep him around. But here we have this game against Napoli. Transfer offer for Simicon, no. Oh, 112 million for Osimhen, no. Oof. Only bids for players we do not mind losing, I guess. Mandragora is not someone I wanted to lose, but he was upset. Wanted to leave. An offer has come in for Silvera. Well, I'm gonna actually. No, I'll reject that. I thought about it, but then I thought maybe if the manager afterward wanted to develop him, they could go ahead. But none of these players are leaving. That would be another 200 million if we let Simicon and Osimhen go. Some absurd numbers in some of our squad players here. But let's jump into this game against Napoli. We're going to have to jump in here and put someone on the bench. It automatically put Nubel there, but who do we bring on? For now, Reina, I suppose. It is what it is. Onto the bench he goes. But we're going to have to bring in another midfielder going forward. But let's jump into this game against Napoli. A huge game here. We still have to continue to win. We are not going to do those jerseys. They will 100% clash. Let's do that. White and the normal colors we are. So let's make a couple of changes. Saka can come out. Kasache can come in. We'll bring Saka onto the bench for Januzaj. And then Cunha. I haven't started Coutinho out there in a little bit. Let's do that. And then everyone else is pretty much good to go. So let's jump into this Napoli-Atalanta. Let's go. Nicely done. It's clipped into a good spot. Here's Osimhen. Osimhen's on it here. We might get off to a really good start as that clips into Coutinho. And ooh, what a save. What a great start there. A wayward header by a Napoli man, and we almost found our way in. Langley here. Gets onto it. Gets it to Galeno. Does so well to get around his man. And that's a penalty. Surely it is. Galeno's pace taking him away from that man there. I do not know that name. Romani, I suppose. I do not know him, but he has brought down Galeno. We have an early chance at a penalty here. Or an early chance at a goal. Osimhen is set to take. He sends him the wrong way and scores it. An excellent start here. 4 minutes gone. And remember last time we played Napoli, Koulibaly and the back line were an absolute mess. And hopefully we're about to witness some more of that today. It's a good start. A great save early, and now a penalty. All inside 4 minutes. It's a lovely finish. Sends the goalie the wrong way, and it's 1-0. Sanchez up this wing. There's plenty of space forward here. It gets slipped inside to Osimhen, who does so well to take that. And Osimhen slips it across. It's going to go all the way to Galeno. It's 2-0. Didn't mean for it to go all the way to Galeno, but it did. And he was wide open, and Mere was out of goal. Or on the other side of it, at least. Went all the way to Osimhen, struggling to get back. Couldn't get there. Galeno smashes it into an empty net. And once again, very slow at the back, Napoli. And we're taking advantage of it. 25 minutes gone, and it's 2-0. It's a lovely clip ball forward, Unas. It's a bit of space out here for him as he steps inside. Oh, clipped it back into space. Oh, what a block by Simicon. I'm not sure if Onana would have got there or not, but Simicon doing everything he needs to. An excellent, excellent block. We get that through to Coutinho, we can, and Coutinho can play it through to Depay, and Depay's on it, and Depay slips it back. Coutinho 3-0, and what a break that is. Clinical. Excellent. Surgical, almost, the way those passes were. And what a ball across by Depay this. It gets clipped out there, and Depay slides a perfect ball back to Coutinho, and he just smashes it home. It's a lovely finish. It's 3-0 on 36 minutes, and Napoli have not gotten better defensively since the last time we played. Nice. Brilliantly done. Nice little 1-2. And Depay's racing forward here. And Coutinho's on the outside of him, and Coutinho's on it. Takes it down nicely. Coutinho still holding it. Gets it back to Osimhen. He takes a great touch. Osimhen can't finish it. Comes back 4-0. Unlucky by Mere, but once again, carving right through this Napoli defense. It's 4-0. And Osimhen with another goal. That touch took it a little bit wide, I suppose. But Coutinho does so well. He's once again holding players off. Comes right back to Osimhen, doesn't it? And he just pushes it into the empty net as Mere was still getting up. But Coutinho has been holding off players a little bit today. And just in general in the last year or so, he seems to have gotten a little bit stronger. Nicely done. He can't quite take it away completely, Kasache. And the ball gets in, and it's Dolberg who smashes it home. We got to block that cross. That cross looked like one that was definitely blockable, and then Dolberg just gets off his man and smashes it in. Napoli's first real attack. It's a good finish, though, and we ought to block that. This is a good finish. He just steps in front of Simicon. Hammers it home on the volley. Good finish from Casper. Hopefully doesn't mean anything, as it is 4-1. And they're in the same situation Lazio were, and that was 6-1 in the end. Oh, it's a good ball in. Nice block. Can't quite get that out there. We got to stop giving the ball away. What a finish. 4-2 now. And now we got to wake up a little bit. 15 minutes to go. That's a great strike. But we cannot keep giving the ball away there. Is that Ceballos? It is Ceballos. It's a good finish. They're out here celebrating with the crowd on the track. I hate tracks, by the way, around soccer pitches. They're absolutely annoying. But we cannot give the ball away there. He turns inside, and that's a venomous strike there. No chance for Onana, really. It's 4-2 now, and another Napoli goal, and all of a sudden, this is in a very bad spot. It's a lovely ball forward here to Reina, who takes it in stride, and he gets away from Koulibaly here, and Reina takes it, gets a little bit lucky. What a block on the line. That's an absurd block on the line, and it prevents us from getting our fifth. It's not going to prevent the score line, really. As that comes back in, played one more time. Sanchez, and there's the fifth. Excellent move. But what a block on the line that was. Reina got the ball back after a save, and then blocked on the line afterward. But this is good football. Lovely ball in, and he has just hammered that past him. And another 5 sent past Napoli. And another big win. And another 3 points, which means we are going to be staying in front of Juventus, regardless of their result. But we're getting through 2 more tough games today, in which, you know, we just had to keep points. We spoke about Juventus's schedule, and they're probably going to win their next couple. So we got to continue to win games, and we've had tough ones and got through all of them. So forward we go. 3 points and a semifinal. Who are we going to get in the semifinal? Jesus, Coutinho's upset as well. God, everyone's always so bloody upset. We got Roma in the semifinal, which is good. But as you can see, it's going to be rather tough. February is next. We're going to do deadline day next episode. But February, we'll have Benevento, Roma, Udinese, and then Dortmund. It's tough. Our schedule toughens up with another couple of competitions really coming into it. Well, the Champions League coming back, and the good Champions League, obviously opposition, will be difficult. Coutinho wants to be selected more often. Fair. He's happy. Just be happy for a little bit. Just a couple of days. Just be happy. Everybody be happy for a couple of bloody days. Everyone's been so upset all the time. Actually, you know what? We may just do our midfielder now. Let's go ahead and find what midfielder we have on the list here. If we don't have anything I like, then we'll go for it. But as you can see, 175 million pounds in transfer budget. We have a ton of money. But who do we go for? We want like a tough kind of player in midfield. Do we dare? No, that's a bit harsh. Naby Keita or Kessie? Kessie's a really good player. Kessie is a really good player. Golovin, Sensi. I think we just go ahead and Goncalves as well. Not the most athletic midfielder, is he? Dominguez, someone we wanted to buy the first season. I think Kessie's the go. Dominguez would be the offer afterward, but I think Kessie is the mark. So we're going to go ahead and just bring Kessie in, or attempt to bring Kessie in, wherever he may be. Between 33 and 49 million, that is a good price for a really good player. It's bloody hot in here with the light and the heat and the lack of a fan rolling. It is bloody hot in here. I apologize, but let's offer a transfer fee here. Let's just go to 30. What did they want? Between 30 or 29 and 43, I believe. So we'll start with 30 and see what they say. They want 42 with a sell-on clause. We're going to counter, remove the sell-on clause, propose a new transfer fee. Go down to 34.6. They're comfortable with that. That was a pretty large jump from where they were at. 42.5% to 34.6 is a pretty large jump. But let's see if we can get some of this done and get ourselves another midfielder there. We're going to go with important. I'm hoping he just doesn't want to be crucial. He's comfortable with it, which is good. He wants a 4-year contract. Bring him till he's 30. Disregard release clause. And he only wants £57,000 a week. We're going to accept it. That is a good signing. And not only is it a good signing, it's actually a really good price for Frank Kessie. And we have a ton of money that's just probably going to sit there. I may let that sit there for the newest, for the new manager after the fact, but you know, that may be that. I mean, it's one of those things because we don't really have anywhere to go with this money. There's no need. There's really no need to go anywhere with this money. In reality, I mean, we could theoretically upgrade on Galeno, but he's been playing so well. I just don't. There's no point. So we have a new man in. We're going to go through deadline day here. Might as well. We've let £200 million go of players who don't really play a ton and bought in £53 million worth of just good player, which is obviously great. An offer from Saka from United for $53 million. Sanchez, $71 million. We're going to ignore those. No starters are leaving. No starters. Absolutely none. So we might as well just go forward and see what happens. Looks like we might have a quiet deadline day after getting that done and dealt with. Mandragora to United is the top deal for £111 million. That is a lot of cash. And it is going to help out the newest managers come in. Transfer offer for Popov, $37 million. That is 54. Could we get 50 million for him? We'll see. We'll see. 50 million for Popov would be quite a bit too, but there's also not a ton of time here. So I'm kind of on the edge about this. This would have to happen here. Doesn't look like it's going to. Agreement for 45 million. I think I might let that happen. 45 million for Popov. We're gonna accept it. We have the money to get. We're gonna accept that. We have the money to get the backup in now, so we don't have to wait for the money to come in. So we might just have to go get another center back right now, which is okay. Jonathan Tah, Militao, Kimpembe, Romagnoli. I mean, those are really good players. We're just looking for a backup that's pretty good, obviously. Van Hoosden. He's supposed to be quite good. Tapsoba, these are all players we looked at earlier. Do we bring in a really good player? We have Koundé, Simakan, Langley. I mean, it would be overkill to bring in one of these four center backs. We're going to go for Van Hoosden. I know he's not on here. I mean, I don't even know what they would want. But we're going to try it out because the scout changes over time. Obviously, you got to re-scout players, but we're going to try it. He's still at Liège. Let's see what we can do here. Offer transfer fee. I'm just going to offer 20 million. See what they say. They want 28. Let's go to 24. They really want 28, but we're going to roll with 28 because Popov was 45. Negotiate. He turns into a really good player. He's still only 23. And this is just a good flip is what this is. This is just a good flip in terms of business. He only wants to be sporadic, which is good. His agent's pretty straightforward. Let's go 5 years. He only wants 3 years. That is kind of upsetting. 4 years. All right. Disregard release clause. And what does he want for wage? It doesn't say. So let's go with 40. I don't mind a large signing bonus because we're making sure we don't mess this up. And he's comfortable with that. And we've bought a new center back in, and it looks like Popov is set to leave. And Popov has been a really good servant for us, and he turned out to be, as soon as he was starting to come into his prime a little bit, Popov, he was like, starting to, you know, push back a little bit and get pushed back in the pecking order, which is, it's disappointing for him, but, you know. So 80 overall, still only 23, has quite a little bit to grow, which is still pretty good. The only thing I have an issue with will be his pace, but we can definitely move that pace and passing up. But he looks like a pretty good center back, to be fair, and he will eventually grow into a proper center back anyway. So it looks like we're going to let Popov go. Is Popov not going to go during the window? That would be funny. That would be pretty funny. A training injury? Pereira's out 7 days. All right. Oh my God. Popov could not agree a deal with Chelsea. Oh my goodness. That's pretty. That's funny. I thought for a moment it might not happen, but now it won't happen at all. So we have a fifth choice center back. So I guess Van Hoosden will be what Ben Sabani was, which is okay. That's another thing I don't have a huge issue with or anything like that. So, I mean, that's alright. We'll pop him up here for Nubel, and that's alright. He only wants to play sporadically anyway. You give him a game now and then. So we have a new center back, even though one didn't leave, which is, I mean, it's okay. So we're going to end it here. An offer has come in for Popov. I'm just going to let the next manager deal with this sort of stuff, because we are done bringing players into the club and letting players leave, guys. So next episode, by the way, we are going to go with Osimhen for player of the episode. He scored 2 here, 3 here. I mean, he is just an absolute scoring machine, and he stuck out the most today, so he'll be player of the episode. Next episode, Benevento, Roma, Udinese. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I am, but for now, that is it. So peace.